Hello everyone, I am Gitika Chawla from USPC Jain Public School. Today I will explain that to you that how you can do the multiplication of integers. See here, before multiplication of integers, I will explain to you that which one sign you will put during multiplication of integers. See, when both integers are of positive signs or negative sign, then we'll put their addition sign, that is plus sign. Or when one integer is positive, other one is negative, or first one is negative, other one is positive, we'll put their subtraction sign. I have used few examples here. See here both integers are of negative sign, minus 2 and minus 3. You can see here during multiplication, when both are of same sign, we'll put their plus. So it is minus 2 multiply minus 3, that is plus 6. And when both integers are of different sign, first one is negative, other one is positive, the answer will be negative, that is minus 2 multiply 3, that is minus 6. And see here both 2 and 3 both are of same sign, so 2 multiply 3, that is 6, positive 6. Now, properties of integers under multiplication. See here, I will teach you that how which one property will use here during multiplication. See, the first one is closure property. See, what is closure property? Then when we take two integers and multiply them, then after multiplication we will get the answer. It will again be an integer. For example, see here, when I multiply a with b, it is ab. See here, minus 2 multiply 3, both are the integers, minus 2 and 3 both are integers. When we multiply them, we get minus 6, that is again an integer. So it means we want that when we multiply them, again we will get integer, that is closure property. Then see, second property is commutative property. What is commutative property here? Means again we'll take two integers and we'll multiply them in any order, a multiply b or b multiply a, we'll get the same answer. For example, see, a is minus 2 here, b is 3. See, first one is 2, then minus 2, then 3, or 3 multiply 2, minus 2 is after 3. Then we can see there in reversing multiplication, we can see we can get the same answer. That is the commutative property. And what is multiplication of 0? See here, when we will multiply any integer with 0, we'll get 0 again. The answer will be 0 always. That will be multiplication by 0. For example, minus 4 multiply 0. That is 0. It means we will multiply any integer with 0, it will make it 0 only. Then next one, fourth property is multiplicative identity. What is multiplicative identity here? That when we will multiply any integer with 1, we'll get the same integer here, that is the multiplicative identity. For example, we'll multiply minus 6 with 1, we'll get minus 6 again. That is the multiplicative identity, means we will get the same number again, same integer there. The next one is associative property. What is associative property? In associative property, we will use three integers. In three integers, what we'll do here? Let's see here, a, b and c we have used here. See, when we multiply first two integers, then third integer, it will be equals to what? When we multiply last two digits, two integers, then multiply the answer with the first integer, we'll get the same answer. I mean left hand side will be equals to the right hand side. For example, see here, I have used one example here. Let a be 1, b as 2, c as minus 3. We will insert its value, a as 1 in both the sides, b as 2 in both the sides, c as minus 3. You can see here in first left hand side, we can see 1 multiply 2, that is 3. And we'll multiply it with minus 3, then it get minus 6. In right hand side, we can see here 2 multiply minus 3. That will be negative because negative, positive, negative sign will be there in multiplication. Then 2 3s are 6. Then we'll multiply with 1, it will be negative 6 here. You can see here left side equals to right hand side, that is your associative property. Now the next property is distributive property. See here, we will divide this one property into two parts. The very first one part is distributive property of multiplication under addition, and the other one is distributive property of multiplication under subtraction. You can see here during multiplication under addition we will use a two sign, that is plus and multiplication both sign, multiply both sign. And during subtraction we will use a both sign, multiplication and subtraction sign. You will see here what is the property here, and this what will use here, what will prove here, that a multiply b plus c, both these two integers we will add them, then we'll multiply them with the first one integer, and it will be equals to, we will multiply the first integer with the second, then plus sign, again we'll multiply the first integer with the third one integer, we'll get the same sign. Fine. For example, see here, what is here, we'll take here a as 1, b as 2, c as 3 here. Now insert all these values in this. You can see here a as 1, b as 2, c as 3. Then again here a as 1, b as 2, a as 1, c as 3 here. Now we'll simplify the left hand side. You can see here, first of all 2 plus 3, that is 5. Now multiply 1 with 5, that is 5. Now come to the right hand side. Now see here, 1 multiply 2, that is 2, and plus sign 1 multiply 3, that is 3. Then 2 plus 3, that is 5. You can see here left equals to right again. That is the distributive property of multiplication under addition. Now distributive property of multiplication under subtraction. See here, what is here? You can see here we have to prove that a multiply b minus c. It means when we take three integers together, we'll subtract the last two digits and then we'll multiply with the first one digit. It becomes equals to a multiply b, mean to say the product of first and second digit, then minus sign, then product of first and third digit. That is integers we will use here. See here, let's take a as 1, b as 2, c as 3 again here. Now we insert values here in this. Then we'll get here, what we'll do here, first of all 2 minus 3, because one is positive, other one is negative. We will definitely do subtraction. The greater number is negative, so it is minus 1 here. Then multiply 1 with minus 1, we'll get minus 1 here. Then we in right hand side, what we'll do here, 1 multiply 2, that is 2, definitely positive 2. Then minus sign 1 multiply 3, that is 3, because negative sign is there, put here also. Then 2 minus 3, one is positive, other one is negative, we'll do subtraction only. Then that is 1, but we'll see here 3 is negative, 3 is greater, so we'll put here minus. Now you can see here again left equals to right hand side, means that is the property of distribution of multiplication under subtraction.